Friday night at 8. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. If you know, you know. But hey, look, the African lady told me to get rosemary oil for my scalp, and also apparently helps hair growth. My shit just not touching the back of my neck, but that's good, you know, being that I've only been growing it for a year and like 3 months, and I started at I had completely started at a fade because I had just, and the thing is, I probably would have been double this length because I had just cut it then because I went to a training and I wanted to, you know, be in my schoolboy bag. So I had cut my hair off, went back to the fade, and my beard went down to skin tone. That you can see from like a year ago. And this is all growth from then, but I got the rosemary oil. She told me to buy the plant and boil it and then put it in a spray bottle, but y'all know I ain't got time for it. Let me go wash my hands before I do that. Let's do this. All right, I'm gonna brush it to try to bring back the haircut of it all. So that's the good thing about not having black spray. Remember when barbers used to do this, and all you had to do was go in the house and brush your hair when you start to look a little. Now, you can't even brush your hair. You go to certain barbers because all your black spray gonna come off. And that's why I like a natural haircut. Like, yeah, you know, it look good from time to time for a little boom, but like, then sometimes you don't need that shit. Do I supposed to put it in, I guess do like this, because this how I do the other oil. I just never used the rosemary. But you know, I like listening to other cultures because they have a lot of, about to say rituals, just like a lot of culture things that they like do, and my culture have a lot of things that we do. You just know different cultures have different things, and they be in touch with, like, they come from the motherland, put it like that. So they be in tune with stuff that we necessarily don't be too capable of knowing, unless we learn from them and they share the information with us. You know, they know where the shit come from and how to use it. What's the source? You dig? Shout out to all my Caribbeans, my Africans, my West Indies. Shout out to all I love everybody. The Dominican Republic. Shout out to playing motherfucking game. Ooh, Lord, that was black spray. I know that junk just rub all off. That's just a little mousse. You know, I do that every now and then once it started to get like a little frizz. But anyway, with frizz, I'm about to go somewhere, so I want to be slick and clean. You hear me? You know, every time you get a new haircut, you gotta get a new do-rag. That's law. So I got a haircut 2 days ago, but I ain't had no do-rag on. It's been on my scalp, so yeah, this shit big. Damn, I got a big head, but who the fuck can fit this shit? The size of a t-shirt. But yeah, that's that, y'all. I'll tell y'all later. You sure got it. What's up, y'all? So this is another one of those. Hold on. Let's get it settled. Hold on. This is another one of those continuation vlogs. You know how I just go from clip to clip to clip to clip to clip. But I have been live on the channel. I know it doesn't show up in my videos, so when you go to the channel, I need you guys to go to the live section and listen to some of that. That's a lot of great demo and commentary there. So if you have not seen any of the recent lives, please go and check those out. Those are really good. I pop in at any time with those. The camera's typically never on. Like I pop out, it'd be like early morning, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 a.m., 9, 10. It'd be any hour of the day. Typically, I'll do like an early morning show, like around 4 or 5 a.m., sometime 3. And then I either do like a morning break. I just kind of pop in with y'all throughout the day talking about things that's going on as they break. So I need y'all to go and tap in with the live section because it's only going to show viewers when I'm live. But once I post it to the page, it goes to the live video section. So if you support me, please go do that. But today is Saturday. I'll go back to 11 tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday. I have to work on set for 4 days for a TP production. That is, stay tuned for. I'm working 4 days this week, so that's a blessing. Got the call back for that. I'm excited, elated, always thanks to God. Also, I got a new job. Yeah, y'all know I just be doing stuff. But I have to do something that brings me joy and fulfillment and it makes sense for me. I'm never going to work in a place that doesn't bring me joy and make me happy just for a paycheck. I can sit at home for all of that. But, I'm grateful and, always big up to God for just creating a way for me and making my dreams become possible and the things that I am putting out into the universe and asking and praying for to come to fruition. I still have a long way to go, but I sat and realized that at 26, I've really had my hand in everything that I prayed for. Pretty much, it may not have been at the level of which in my mind I'm dreaming of, but I had to realize that I got my foot in the door for so many different things. And oftentimes I was told that, no, you can't do radio and acting. You can't do that and work off production. You can't be, a PA and do this, that, and the third. Like I was told that I can't do everything at once. You need to focus and get your foot in on one thing. But I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to work my way through all of them, and I'm just very appreciative to God. So I'll be sharing that with y'all soon. I'm gonna put a whole vlog out on that. I posted it on Instagram, so yeah, it's a little teaser. Go to Instagram, Kev Gotti, 3 O's. Go to Instagram if you want to see that, but I'll post it over here. You guys are gonna get a full video, so really, you'll get the real treat. They just got like a little story. They don't really even know what's going on. People on Instagram just click. So that's that, but I'm about to get ready to go to dinner. So I need to get up, finish, get dressed before I be late. I hate being late. But it's your boy Gotti. I'll see y'all in a couple hours at the airport because TSA has their whole thing going on. So I'm going to just get there early so there are no problems because my flight boards at 5:48 a.m. Early flight back to the A. But, hey, man, back in the A for a short time, not a long time. Be with me. It's your boy Gotti. Don't worry about this. I ran out of space, so I just threw stuff everywhere, put stuff on. Anyway, I'm at the airport, y'all. Head back to the A. I don't even have the shit plugged in. Dumb. But the security is longer. It definitely is. It's a 39-minute wait. 1 minute for TSA pre-check. Y'all know they suspended my TSA pre-check when I told them I won't work for them anymore. So I gotta go back and redo it on my own, which is fine. So, yeah. This is ridiculous. So I'll check in with y'all in a minute.
I was just talking to one person. I was on the phone. That took me
That was insane. It wasn't bad as Atlanta though. Like Atlanta is like that on a typical day. I've never had that experience in Los Angeles, so that was very odd. But the sign said it was gonna take 39 minutes. It took exactly 44. So I'm just learning. Like I said, I never experienced that before. I've never experienced waiting in TSA line the past year. I used to have TSA pre-check, but that's no longer. We on to bigger and better things, which I still ain't told y'all about. But yeah, traveling light today, just the iPads, just the devices, just book bag. Here today for 4 days. Going on set. Your next favorite movie, hopefully. You know, great week, endless possibilities. Don't know what's gonna happen. Don't know how it's gonna happen. But with God, all things are possible. Bro, real quick, y'all need to stop with the breakfast slander. Because once it's gone, it's gonna be, oh, we need to bring them back. Whoop, 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 whoop. Y'all done already, that's the thing that y'all do every single time. Then the motherfucker cancel. Then y'all wanna bring them back. Y'all don't talk, y'all don't do none of that with nobody else. Y'all don't do it with the Kardashians. Y'all don't do it with nobody. Motherfucking Kardashians calling that bitch Bruce Jenner turned to a whole female. Ain't no nothing. Whole she whole ass been cheated on by a woman that turned trans. We tried talking about cancel the Braxtons. There's very few and thin of what we got left. So who told y'all that would be the bright ass, good ass idea? Go ahead. Go ahead. I need to go on like a summer haul. I need to order. Why I say summer? What the fuck? Not summer, winter. I need to be like straight winter shit. Cause last summer I worked a lot, so I was in and out for winter. But this winter I'm gonna be here working, so it's a little bit different. I just made it through last year. I'm gonna bump through this year. They say it's warm in Atlanta. What's the current time right now? Current time is 4:58. It's 4:50 in the morning. I ain't been to sleep. I've been up for 24 hours. I'm gonna sleep on the plane, I guess. And yeah, all I can hope for, safe flight. We'll pray for a safe flight. When we land, I want some breakfast. I don't know if I want thumbs up. I want something as soon as I land. But it's good night, y'all. To the next clip. I'm logging out. It's hot. It's like hot everywhere. Yeah. It's like stuffy. I don't like that. I'm just gonna hope this plane is cold. Why would they even make? You know what's something that I hate is getting to the gate early. But because everything is going on with this shutdown, I wanted to make sure I did not miss the flight. But I hate sitting at the gate. That's like top one pet peeve of mine. I don't want to be sitting at the gate. Instead of going on YouTube Live right now, I guess I'll chit chat with y'all for the vlog. Now this TV had an awards show called the Next Awards or something like that in Atlanta. Don't quote me on the name. Tia Kemp was the host. Had a couple people come out. I just think that it's funny that I had spoke to someone that knows a guy that works like hand in hand and with the people at Night People, whatever the case may be, like styling. He do all kind of stuff. I actually seen him officiating the show. Well, a clip that I seen on social media of Ivory, like I guess popping her shit at everybody. Um, the guy that I had asked, I guess you can say an acquaintance of mine. I had asked him like, hey, is it possible that you can set up something with me and oh boy, because I got some ideas for down the CB. He was like, nah, I don't think they do anything outside of the whole fighting thing, this, that, and the third. And, after I had that conversation, I'm not saying anything, but after I had that conversation, why I started to see that they were doing interviews on not as TV. They're doing stuff like the Next Awards. They're giving other shows outside of just the fighting of the reality shows. At the time, there was none of this going on. I'm not saying anything, but it's very odd, and I'm tired of being a smaller creator and having larger platforms still for me. And I'm not saying that's the case when out as TV, but we've seen the proof in the pudding when the whole thing went down. My first deal with the Bounce TV. We've seen the proof in the pudding when they took that and what they turned it into on that network over there on Fox. So connect the dots yourself. Um, so I know when people are taking my work. I know people are taking ideas and taking stuff from me because I do stuff that's original. I create my own content. It's a difference between me and a lot of people. A lot of people follow suit of what they see. I don't follow any guidelines. If you go to my channel right now, there's a different video every video. There's not one in the same video. The only thing that's the same you can say is, oh, he do vlogs or like his reporting. But that's like in a broad spectrum. I do other stuff on my channel. So, I just hate that people take and don't really give love, if that makes sense. Like, just acknowledge it because I'm quick to acknowledge the people that I feel have influenced me. And, I just think people just oftentimes see somebody small and they just feel like, okay, I can take it because, for one, they can't do anything, and for two, I can. So I feel like it's the game. It is what it is. Like the brother, tell a sister, tell a mother, tell a cousin, tell a auntie, brother, stepdaddy, step cousin, 22-year boys took right from under me. And it was by somebody that I actually like thought we were cool or I was looking up to their work. But I let that one ride. Start reporting on the that's a whole another conversation. I ain't gonna complain about that at 5 a.m. on this good Sunday morning. We give grace and we move on with life. We ain't dwelling on Nathan. You hear me? You know how like the feeling that you have when you first start talking to somebody and it's like I guess it's still considered that honeymoon stage, but it's that butterflies as well. How long does it take for that to go away, do y'all think? Or how long do it take for you to get out of the I just met you phase and let me get to know you phase? Because a lot of people stick in the I just met you phase for a long time. How do you break from that? Or do you just go with the flow? It's a great question. It's just so crazy to me how much can change in a year. How much can change overnight. Fuck a year. Like how much can happen over the course of a week? You can be coming out of the darkest week of your life and going to the greatest. You just never know. I think you just gotta always stand firm in your faith. And I'm learning to live in the moment. I said this, but I don't know if I said it here, but I've said it on TikTok for sure. I'm learning to live in the moment. Phantom put out a video, I was explaining to him, which like, anxiety is thinking of the future. And he was just speaking about how, live in a moment and appreciate things that are happening. And I think that's the same way with me. Like, it is not even that I don't live in the moment. It's true. I'm always anxious with the next step. But also, I noticed that I don't know how to celebrate without coming off as rambunctious or, that I'm trying to stunt or flex. But I have to learn that, and I didn't even have to learn because it's what I'm learning now. Even if you follow me on social media, I know people are like, oh, he heavily on the media. Yeah, because for so many, almost a year, 2, 3 years, I was just like, I was playing a numbers game because, I've been in these rooms with radio, I've been on sets, I do this, I do that, and I know that people, I know what the aesthetic is these days. So I got affected by numbers, maybe. I don't think that's solely what it is. It's 5 in the morning, y'all, so bear with me. I don't think that's solely what it is, but I do feel like I got caught up in numbers, and I didn't really care about posting or anything like that on social media. But I started to realize as people would follow me and ask to collab and do stuff with me, they wouldn't even know half of the stuff on my resume. Like, part of that is because I post stuff on my story that's for 24 hours. People have the attention span of toddlers that they'll see a story and forget that they even seen it 5 minutes later. So I guess that has something to do with it, but I know for a long time, I just feel like I forgot who the fuck I was or something. And I had to snap back into it. Catch up. No, they're gonna take some money for something. That's why I just leave a certain amount on there and just rake it up. I could use an orange juice, but I'm glad to see that the Braxtons are continuing the story. I would assume this is a sneak peek from the new episode. I'm looking like Miss Everyone's having a heart surgery, but Tamar and Trina is definitely at the hospital. So, it's like despite what happened on the episode previously or the scene previously, however you want to label it, let's continue to go on. But at the end of the day, I think that we forget that it's a TV show. So a lot of this is kind of, I'm not gonna say fake, but it's reality produced. It's produced reality. Um, yeah. I'm tired of saying Peach McIntyre is like trying to. I'm not gonna say trying to because she has a following already, but she's like building up her one of 1,000 pages that has been suspended or reinstated. She's trying to build the back of it, build off the back of her family members, and I don't like that. I just think, you know, I've seen her content for long enough, and I kind of see the patterns. Like you'll get a good 7, 8 months, and if you don't know who Peach McIntyre is, she's some TikToker, and she's a personality, media personality, I guess you can say, social media personality, and she's on Facebook and stuff like that. But they got a husband and 9 kids. Peach with all the kids in Florida. So, you know, I've seen how her contact goes. It's like she'll have a good 6, 7 months with her husband, then she'll come out and say he's cheating or they have some type of scandal. Now it seems like the pattern has been, people had got her canceled, and so every page that she had would get deleted. But she's finally got to the point where she's back monetizing, doing TikTok lives and selling everything, whatever the case may be. But this new page, she just brought up in front of me just randomly. I'm struggling, y'all. It's 5:07. I can't do it no more. I need a nap. You know it's a good day when Mr. Perry call rap. 12 hours. Through, Gary. Sometimes you gotta come touch grass. You gotta disconnect. You gotta touch back. Do I know what is? Do I know what?
Give a try.
What about it?
You still want to wash your car?
Yeah.
I thought about it's a place. It's a neighborhood. You gotta go all the way out there to the university, and you're gonna see a neighborhood Walmart. Then you're gonna see a gas station. Right behind it is a car wash.
Y'all see how she just came and talked to my video?
I ain't had to show no card.
What about the J car wash right here across from Walmart?
You gotta have a card. I used to pay 10 now. I don't know if all of them change, but
Because when I went to Atlanta, it was 15. Then you got to have a car. I'm like, I use tap.
some of these old people driving that they older than me, like in their 80s. They'll come out on you. I'd be looking at them. When I get there, older, too old to drive.
Yo, what's the word, YouTube? Back in New York. I took a little break. I took a little two-week break while I was gone. But I'm back. And I got some updates for y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all in a minute though. I ain't got my mic. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Gotti. I know you're confused, but I explained it a bit. Today is November. Make sure I'm not lying. Sorry, I've been MIA. Today is November 18th. Current time is 12:52. I'm getting ready to host my first test game with the real people here at the Great Big Game Show. I know you guys are like, what is this? What's going on? What is he doing? But I'll be back to tell you guys more later. Sure, Gotti.